Hey everybody, this is Tyson, just bringing you along for a little milestone in my 2013 Acura ILX. Now, I've had this car since June 12th, 2012. It had 16 miles on it. Today's October 15th, 2014. So, over the course of about 28 months, I've put on an average of just a little over 3,500 miles per month on this car, and it's been pretty bulletproof. So just wrapping up my last mile here on the way to 100,000. I'm southbound Highway 87, just northeast of the Phoenix area. So I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. Oh, there it goes. Safely get over to the shoulder here. It's kind of tradition for me to do a little walk around, so document where this happened real quick. I'll get into the specifics on kind of some maintenance history and other items shortly, but the car's had 15 oil changes, second set of tires, I've had 4 air filter changes, what else? Yeah, anyway, I'll fill you in more on that later, but let's get back on the road. Later. Okay, welcome back. At this point, I'm kind of just going to do a walk around of my now 100,000 mile 2013 Acura ILX. Maybe show you a few of the areas that I have noticed are having some wear and tear in case anybody's looking to buy one of these. Looks like 100,025 on the odometer. So, in terms of interior fit and finish, everything's held up really well. The leather, if I can get back out of here real quick, it's got this characteristic imprint here where obviously I've been sitting. The side bolsters have held up really well. I noticed that the center console right here where the USB cord comes out, this is a really rough edge here, and so it tends to scratch or mar the surface right there. Something to keep in mind. Typically I always have something plugged in there, so that's probably what's caused it. Everything else in here is okay. I was going to mention these tweeters. I've had this thing fall out twice. Notice that the gap isn't very good, but it's actually, yeah, it's just not really held in there very well. The clips seem to have broken at some point, and so every once in a while I'll have to re-secure it. What else? The door panels down here do scuff very easily. It's hard plastic material down here, so if you kick it with your shoe even once or twice, you're going to end up with some permanent scratches like I've got down there. Let's see what else is going on interior wise. If you ever get the all-weather mats, and apologize for the mess down here, but these letters actually do pop out with time. A couple of times I've actually almost lost my eye, so to speak. So keep an eye out for that if you do end up going for the all-weather mats. We'll move around and take a peek at the outside now. Build date on my car was fairly early for a 2013 model year. It was built in the Greensburg, Indiana plant in May of 2012, as noted by the date sticker here. So I took delivery the first part of June, and again 28 or so months ago. I've been cruising along ever since. Exterior wise, I'll show you a couple things that I've got going on here. There's a little area here that was scratched before I even took delivery of the car. These are the optional diamond cut 17-inch alloy wheels. They actually have held up really well, with the exception of just one that I'll show you in a second. Shortly after I bought the car, I did have a clear bra installed over the entire front end, so that's definitely saved me from some wear and tear up here. However, there are a couple areas, and obviously I didn't take the time to clean the bugs off of this, but there's one nick right here where it's actually a flyaway rock or something has damaged the grille surround, and headlights do show a little bit of pitting consistent with 100,000 miles, but all in all, not too bad. I did have, which side was that on? I did have an area that I accidentally scuffed one of these lower underbody spoilers. It must have been this side, but I've touched it up a little bit and it's not too bad. Again, that's covered with a clear bra. About 72,000 miles, I had one of these fog light housings break. They are made of glass, so due to the location down there in the bumper, they're kind of susceptible to rock chips and things like that. This is one wheel that I did have a little curb grazing incident, but still looks okay from afar. The body kit is still holding on well. A couple areas where the gaps are kind of big. Over time they've just kind of grown a little bit, so I'm not sure what to do with that. Back here I had a little unfortunate incident. Not long ago I was in a motel in Las Vegas, Nevada, just a couple weeks ago, and came out in the morning to discover that my car had been backed into. So there is a little bulge right here on the back bumper. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all that mess. Anyway, car still cleans up really nicely for 100,000 miles. Here's one thing. Anybody who ever does any GoPro video, I had a camera mounted right here in the center for about the first year of ownership, and as soon as I went to go take it off, the double stick tape actually kind of warped the paint a little bit right there, so just something to look out for. I did have 2 rock chips repaired, so they haven't spread since. You won't be able to see them on this video, but just FYI, I am still on the original windshield. In terms of maintenance history, as I mentioned, 15 oil changes, 4 air filters, just did rear brake pads about a couple thousand miles ago. One recall was for a door latch of some sort, just a few thousand miles into my ownership. Other than that, it's been really smooth sailing. Absolutely love the car. I'm getting right around 33 miles per gallon overall average, so definitely can't complain about that. It's a really nice around town car. Easy to park, easy to drive. Pretty good sense of style. So anyway, that's my overview of a 2013 ILX with 100,000 miles on it. So let's keep on rolling. See ya. Hey, quick last note on this car. Just so I'm totally thorough. Here's the engine bay. I have really made no attempt at shining it up for this video, so yeah, it's got plenty of dirt on it. This car's probably seen a couple hundred miles of off-road use over the last 100,000 miles. Assuming road conditions aren't horrible, I haven't been too afraid to put it to the test. The only thing I've noticed in here, this little clip right here that the hood prop latches into had a little plastic piece break off, so it doesn't exactly hold the prop rod snug there. I'm guessing probably the plastic weakened because of the heat in here. Nothing mechanically to be concerned about, but just FYI. And then lastly, in the trunk, at some point I was putting something in here, and these covers over the hinges actually pop off for some reason, and you kind of just have to push it back in. So FYI, if you're ever taking anything out of the trunk and those things fly off, you'll know why. Got a special reminder in here of Black Widow spider that resided in my trunk for a couple weeks. So the web is still there, but I did find and kill the perpetrator. Alright, see you guys.